Hello everyone, this side Varun Grover, mentor at Career Launcher. I'm very pleased to welcome Reet Bhagat, who has scored exceptionally well in the recently held CUT examination. She had scored well in CBSE board examination as well. So now in this conversation with Reet, we'll be exploring how she prepared across multiple subjects, which actually helped her stay focused, and what advice she has for students who would be appearing in the upcoming years. So what are the tips that she would be sharing with those students? So, welcome, Reet. Again, many congratulations to you for scoring such good marks and getting into such good college.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Reet, tell me one thing. What was your overall preparation strategy for CUET? Like, did you follow any mixed timetable or adjust based on subject needs?
It was definitely subject need based. So, in sociology, for example, I had to cover the deleted chapters as well. So, first, I ended up prioritizing that. Then, I focused more on chapter specific for each domain subject. And so, I used to read the chapter thoroughly and refer to the short notes that I made throughout the year, and then solve some MCQs from the MCQ book that I got from Career Launcher as well. And I bought some extra material from outside sources as well, and I ended up solving those MCQs. And when I was thorough with my syllabus in April, I in May started attempting lots and lots of mocks, that all of them from career launches only, and that helped me explore the NCRT more and be familiar with lots and lots of types of questions.
So, Reet, you have spoken about Career Launcher. So, you were enrolled with Career Launcher for multiple subjects. Now, tell me, what role did Career Launcher play in your CUET journey?
It definitely helped me stay in touch with the subject throughout the year. So I was enrolled in for like the whole year. So even when I was not able to personally give time to that subject as like separately, in the classes I was again rereading the chapter and making short notes and going back to different types and types of questions, which really helped me stay in touch. And consistency is what made me thorough with my prep. That is what career launches kind of guided me with.
So, as I also remember, when you were attending classes, you were always answering the question that I was also posing in front of the students. You were very attentive also, and you have been attending all the classes also. So, you were consistent in that aspect also. So, very good. Now, Reed, tell me, you were a CBSE board student as well, in which you have scored very well. So, how did you manage both, or how were you being able to balance both the basically CBSE board examination preparation also as at the same time CUT examination preparation also? So, how were you balancing both?
So till my board exams, my boards were my priority. So definitely my preparation was inclined towards it being more theory based and practicing the writing portion a lot. But that didn't mean that I stopped my CUT prep as well. So the whole year I worked on my own notes, especially for pol science. Like I maintained this register which was divided in three parts. Like the first part being all the flow charts in the timeline, second being cartoon questions, third being maps. So because I did that the whole year, it helped me in my boards as well as in CVT. The prep became a lot more easier. So, and when I ended up scoring in my board exams, it made me realize that okay, I'm very much thorough with the syllabus. Now I just need to practice the MCQ type questions as I know the course already.
Now, tell me, when we are talking about you have scored such good marks in both pol science as well as in history and sociology also and rather other subjects also, was there any specific strategy that you had adopted for any particular subject, especially history and political science? Because you have
For
scored 99 percentile in both the subjects.
For history, I definitely just was with the NCRT. I tried to make short notes, but because it was so detailed, it wasn't possible for me to do that always. So for my weak chapters, I had my short notes. Otherwise, I was rereading the NCRT, especially the timelines, the blue timelines that are there. And my whole paper was based on the boxes and the sources. Like there were questions picked out, like the quotes were picked out from the sources, and it was all chronology based. So being thorough with the NCRT was very important in history. For pol science, as I shared, I had my notes with me, so that really helped. And again, the whole paper was chronology and timeline based, so having that conceptual clarity as to what happened when was really important. and again sticking with the NCRT as there's nothing outside of it.
So usually say during the classes that specifically when we are talking about history, reading those boxes, reading the timelines,
It's
specifically
very,
focusing in the beginning in the first few chapters, specifically focusing about the maps also is very important because they are
yes,
framing questions directly from there.
yeah,
Sometimes it appears
definitely.
very difficult to the students, but they are framing directly questions from there. As you have shared your experience, other students
Mhm.
are also talking about it. So it's a very important tip for the future aspirants to pay attention to every line which is mentioned in the NCRT, especially those boxes as well as the timelines. And that also goes for political science. The boxes
Yeah,
which is there in the political science books, that is also very important, and the
very important.
timelines also. So, yeah, so great. Now, Reet, tell me one thing. How did you basically manage your routine, like during the peak preparation time? What was your routine at that point of time?
After I completed my deleted chapters, I was pretty much relaxed because I knew that most of the stuff is done. So every day it was just a matter of 4 to 5 hours maximum, where I was only studying one subject alongside English, and I kept my preparation focused more on chapter base so that I knew that that portion at least is covered, and I nothing in my routine changed at least, and I had more time actually because there was no school anymore. So I was just on YouTube and I was just attending classes and listening to people's doubts and what new kinds of doubts they have and solving just as many types of questions. So just doing that very naturally, my preparation was completed.
Now, tell me one thing. What is the role of career loss and mocks that have played in your school examination? How many mocks you have attempted? Was it very
Uh,
helpful? Gave you real-time exam experience?
So the mocks really helped me. When I completed my chapter based prep, after that the mocks were everything. So more than attempting the mocks, the most important aspect was analyzing them. So I could attempt the mock in like 10 to 15 minutes. Like it was just a matter of that. But analyzing it took like 1 hour, 1.5 hour because I had to study each and every question and where it is being asked from. So people usually tend to skip the analyzing portion. They just see their score and they move on to the next mock paper, which is not the correct way to go about it. So after attempting lots and lots of mocks, you analyze the pattern also as to what kind of questions are being asked, and that helps you improve your score as well.
So, tell me one thing. How did you handle the pressure and stay focused during the peak preparation time? Were you coming up with any negative thoughts? How did you overcome those thoughts also?
So I used to listen to a lot of music during May, especially because May was the time when it actually hit me that the exams are coming close. So listening to lots and lots of music and going out also. Like I wasn't at home always. I used to go out and walk or play or exercise. So these two things help me manage the stress as well and help me study better.
Great, great. Now, Reet, you have already gotten into such good college, and that is also for very good growth. Now, other future aspirants are also looking up to you. What are the tips that you are giving to those future aspirants who also wants to get into such good colleges?
So I would say definitely focus on English because that is compulsory in most of the courses. And my score in English was comparatively lower than my domain subjects. So focus on English a lot. Like the whole year, just do some comprehensions, para jumbles, and some vocab exercises. Then for domains, one mistake that I can tell you that I made was that in history, the whole year I didn't see the blue timeline. I was not very thorough with it, and so in the end days, it was hard for me to retain all the timelines, and I had to leave two questions also because I couldn't recall the Bhakti Sufi timeline. So be thorough with it from the start and just be relaxed, focus on your boards, and that will give you a confidence boost in itself when you end up scoring good in that. So that will help you in your CVT as well.
Great tips that you have shared, Reet, with the future aspirants. Now, Reet, as you are beginning a new chapter in your life, you will be going to Delhi University. You will be doing your favorite course, going to Venkateshwara College. I wish you all the very, very best for your future endeavors. Okay, may your passion for history rather lead you exciting questions, bold ideas, and even impact in your life and in other lives also. So I wish you all the very, very best for your all your future endeavors.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, Reed, thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.